Crafts that make kids smile. Moon sand recipe with only 2 ingredients. Hi everybody, today we're going to be making some moon sand. What you need to start is some baby oil. You need some flour. There's 1 cup in here already, and I have 1 more cup to add. Once you start, you can do 2 cups of flour, and then once you do the flour, you need to add your baby oil, and your baby oil should be 1/2 cup. So here is my 1/2 cup. You're going to add that to your flour, and then you're going to get ready to mix. So it's a simple 2 ingredient process. You could use oil instead of baby oil, like vegetable oil you can use. Baby oil smells a little bit better, but vegetable oil is, I guess, something that would be edible for kids if they did put things in their mouth. So this is how this works. You mix it together. You can add color to this if you'd like by just crushing up some chalk, some sidewalk chalk, and maybe put it in a gallon-sized bag and crush it up with a hammer, and then you can put that into this to add color, but my kids tend to like this just as is, and it's really fun to play with. You can do this anywhere if you're on vacation or if you're at a grandparent's house or even a friend's house. Most people have oil in their house. Baby oil is something some people have, but again, if you don't have the baby oil, you can use just regular oil also. What you need to remember is if it's 2 cups flour, you need 1/2 cup of oil or baby oil, and if it's 4 cups flour, then you would use 1 cup of oil or baby oil. You can make this for a large group, but this is just a small amount. If that's the case, then you would maybe use, like I said, you use 2 cups flour with 1/2 cup of oil, or you would use 4 cups flour for 1 cup, and then you can do 8 cups flour for 2 cups of oil. So however many people you need to use it for, that's how that works. And this is how you would get it to consistency wise. You need it to be to the point where it's all mixed in. And then what I like to do here is bring in some other kind of larger bowl to be able to put this in, and you can scrape that in. It feels so good when you touch it because it has the baby oil in it. And if you look here, you can crush it together and it's like sand, and if you can only feel the softness of this, it makes it great to feel. The kids get to play with this for a while, and like I said, you can make this colored by just adding some chalk or some oil-based paint to it, but for now, the safest way is just to have baby oil and some flour. And what I like to do is I bring in, because depending on how much I make, instead of bringing the sand toys in, I just use lids too, like silly string cups, and then they can pack the moon sand in and then make little sand castles, which I'm not that good at, as you can see. They're much better than I am, but you can pack your sand castles and just use these little cups to do that, and then it allows them to have fun and build these shapes a lot better than I can, but still you can see, you can form the shapes and stack them on top. Use these cups for scooping, for scraping, and again, when you mix them all together, it can make one big pile, which is really fun to play with, and then it goes and brittles itself down into sand again. So it's something you can play with a good bit of the day. The kids will stay busy. It does get a little bit messy, but if you keep it in here, your kids will just love to feel this and enjoy the moon sand and have a good time with it. So hopefully you enjoyed this craft and activity. It's very simple and easy to make. Just baby oil and some flour. So have a great day, and hopefully you will be the reason someone smiles today. Don't forget to subscribe. crafts that make kids smile.